Hi all, this is Lost D Punch Out TV. How are you all doing on this Friday evening? Excuse me. Hope you're all well out there. First and foremost, just like to say thank you for the support over my last few videos. It means the world to me. Getting over 1,000 subscribers, absolutely brilliant. Really appreciate it. So thank you for that. I've just been sat here fucking piss bored, so I just thought, you know what, I'll watch a couple of Arthur Beterbiev fights and a couple of Dmitry Bivol fights, and I was just like, only like clips and stuff. I did a video a long time ago about these two, who's better, Beterbiev or Beterbiev or Bivol, Dmitry Bivol. And it just got me thinking about everything what's been going on just lately in boxing, because this is a big fight. Two great Russian light heavyweight champions. One's an absolute powerhouse, and the other one's an absolutely superb skilled boxer. But this has just got me thinking about the reason why I make videos about Tyson Fury and stuff like that. I don't want to go down the road about Tyson Fury, but just boxing in general as boxing fans. Oh, happy Friday to you as well. Get myself a Madry. So I was just thinking, like, why I do them videos on Tyson Fury is because I was watching Bivol and Beterbiev, and I was thinking to myself, who's better? Because I rate these two fighters, and it's a fight what I think we'll never ever see, because one's with Top Rank and the other one's with DAZN, two different promoters. I just don't believe we'll ever see that fight, and it's a shame because it's an undisputed fight which we should see. Then all the saga of the heavyweight division, which is just even more bullshit this week. Dillian Whyte, Anthony Joshua, not happening. To be honest, that's a fight I don't want to see. Don't get me wrong, I would watch it, but it's not a fight I want to see. I want to see Anthony Joshua versus Wilder. I want to see Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury. I want to see Usyk versus Wilder. I want to see AJ versus Fury, you know. Even people like Frank Sanchez and Filip Hrgovic getting up there in the mix, you know. And it's just the reason why I go in on Fury all the time. It's not because, like I keep stressing, that I don't like the guy. It's just I'm trying to put it out there as how I see it and how all the boxing fans around the world see it. And it's just a shame that there is some naive people out there what, you know, you stress your feelings that the heavyweight division is piss poor, nothing's happening. It's just all yapping and talking and, you know, blaming people and fights not being made, fights breaking down over negotiations because of money and who's the A side, B side and shit. And if you got a belt or you're unbeaten, you know, you should. I understand it's a business and you've got to make money, of course you have, but in today's modern world with boxers, they just want to. It just seems to me like there's no boxer out there who really wants to just do it for legacy. There's a few boxers out there, but there's not many in today's society. Most of them now just want to talk shit on Twitter and call other fighters out, and nothing gets made and stuff like this. So I just try to tell it as a boxing fan, and the fans are just fed up. We just want to see great fights. Don't get me wrong, this year's been a brilliant year, I think, for boxing. You know, a lot of boxers should step back and have a look at how Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia did it, and there was no frigging belts on the line, but they managed to do it. You know, the DAZN working with ESPN, and I think it was ESPN, and oh God, what's it called? Showtime or whatever. You know, they made the fights. You know, Errol Spence and Bud Crawford can't wait for that. But again, it's a fight. One of the most wanted fights out there, and has been for the last 5, 6 years. But it's a fight come too late for me now, because I think, you know, Bud's cracking on, Spence is cracking on. Don't get me wrong, he's still a tremendous fight. I'm so glad it's over the line now. But these heavyweights now should look at the likes of Spence and Bud making fights, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davies, you know, Lomachenko, Devin Haney, these fights being made. It's just frustrating that the heavyweight division, it's just, like I say, it's just nothing happening. And that's why I go in on Fury. And it's just a shame, like I say, that there's naive people out there believing all the bullshit what Fury comes out with and his dad, and they criticise you for speaking the truth. Because at the end of the day, it's not just Fury, it's boxing promoters, other boxers and stuff like that. They just want to mug the fans off, giving you shit fights for pay-per-view money, when them fights aren't, they're not even a Wednesday night fight. You know, that's what frustrates me, because I see boxing, there's a lot of boxing going on, but half of the fights are shit, or they're meaningless, you know. Fighters ducking other fighters and promoters coming out and getting stuck. The promoters should just make the fights. Keep out of the negotiations and stuff like that. I mean, I know they've got to negotiate, obviously, to get a price for both the fighters and that. They're looking out for the fighters, but there's just too much back and forth all the time, and then nothing's happening. You know, Fury's come out this week saying he's announcing something soon. He said that fucking 3 months ago, and still nothing's happened. And like I say, Arthur Bataviev and Dmitry Bivol, and one of the most exciting fights out there, never gonna see, I don't think. And it's a shame, because these two are absolutely tremendous fighters. And that's why I like Anthony Yarde as well. I believe Anthony Yarde would, I'm going a bit offline here, but I think Yarde would have been a champion. It's just a shame that the light heavyweight division has been dominated by the two Russians. Because I think Yarde will fight anyone, as proven Kovalev and Bataviev. But I just think that boxing fans, we should all get together and, you know, put the heat on these boxers' necks. Put it on them. And the promoters as well. Because they watch all these YouTube videos, of course they do. Excuse me. But instead you have, like I say, a few naive people calling you a hater and you're talking shit, you don't know what you're on about. I'm not the best at breaking stuff down. You know, there's people like Fight Disciples, that's what they're for, and stuff like that. You know, and loads of other channels. I'm not the best at breaking stuff down, as in like negotiations. I'm not the best at breaking a fight down. I'm just a boxing fan of nearly 40 years. Like I say, I'm 47 this year. I've been a boxing fan since I was 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old. So that's 40 years of being a boxing fan and seeing the highs and the lows of boxing. And at the moment, not all boxing, because like I say, we've had some tremendous fights, but the heavyweight division is at an all-time low for me. I don't think I've ever seen the heavyweight division as low as what it is at the moment, as piss poor as what it is at the moment. That these elite fighters can't even make these fights. So like I say, I'm just a fan who's frustrated, like all you lot out there. That's all it is, and that's all it's ever been about, and that's the only reason why I do go in on Tyson Fury. I go in on Conor Benn and stuff like that, because he's just an arrogant fucking jerk off him. He's just a ped's cheat, and he wanted to swerve decent fighters over here, McKitts and Josh Kelly, David Avaviciates, fighters like that. And then he's talking smack about he could do Virgil Ortiz and stuff like that. Well, that's another, you know, tempts Bud Crawford, and I'll do Spence, I'll do them all. No, you couldn't, mate. You've not proven anything to me. All you've proven is you just go around beating up old men. What Eddie digs up for you. And then you pop dirty and you haven't got the balls to admit that you're a drugs treat. Do your ban, serve your ban, and come back and fight again. But that's boxing for you. It stinks to high heaven sometimes. Even though I do love the sport. I love it. As frustrating as it is, every now and then you get the boxing gods be good to us and let us watch some good fights. If you can hear loads of flipping birds yapping, loads of crows on top of my roof for some God knows unknown reason. But anyway, babbling on now. Peace out. Have a great weekend. As from probably tomorrow, if not tomorrow, next Saturday, I'm gonna religiously do live streams every Saturday. I need to do them at appropriate time so that people can get the chance to catch them. So I'm looking at probably Saturday, most Saturdays around about 8 o'clock, maybe a bit earlier. I'm looking at other ways to move this channel on, because I want to move on with it now. I don't want to keep talking about, you know, old stuff, Tyson Fury. I will still make the videos. If he ever trips up, comes up with bullshit, then I'll be there to trip him up. Don't you worry. I'm not going to stop making videos about him until I see him fighting someone. But appreciate all your support. Hope you have a great weekend. Peace out, and I'll catch you very soon.